Hello. Ah, almost time to start. Just finishing setting things up. Hello. Welcome back to the Pokemon Crystal Randofuser thing. We are in Azalea Town. We have beaten 2 gyms. My throat is making me cough. And my team is that. Hello. So I guess we have our I guess I cut things in the forest now. Since this is Ilex Forest and okay. Let me try and collect my words before I arrange them. Since this is Ilex Forest, I should mention that in the files for this game there are 2 separate ROMs. One of them is just crystal, like regular crystal, and the other one is crystal arranged so that you can catch everything with a few extra things added in. And I use the second one to randomize. According to the README, there's not really a reason to use the second one to randomize stuff, except it does 2 extra things. It adds the ability to purchase evolution stones in Ecruteak, and it turns on the Celebi event that is in the Ilex Forest, aka where we are right now. I have no idea if you're allowed to, like, do Celebi event things immediately. But there's the shrine, I guess, right? That's what that's supposed to be for? Post-Elite 4? Alright. That's kind of what I expected. Oh, they added that in the Virtual Console ones? I forgot about that. Alright. Alright, it's good to clarify that now while we're here. Oh, hey! Odd Route. I guess, Oddish and Bellsprout just got stuck together into a very redundant Pokemon. Your friend sounds lucky, at least in that one case. I've tried resetting for shiny things before and it never worked out for me. So let's see. Of course. I need to level up this Pokemon that is behind. So naturally everything is going to destroy it. Aw. That's unfortunate. I forget what Pokemon I tried to reset to get a shiny version of. There were probably a few. I feel like I probably did it for Rayquaza, or however you want to say that, once. But I quickly got bored of it. I probably thought shiny Rayquaza was cool and edgy or something at that point in time. Sorry about my... oh no! It's the apocalypse. Well, I mean... if it was higher level than me, this Pokemon would probably destroy me. But it destroyed me so hard, maybe I should use it? But I already have... stuff that's related to this typing? I don't know. Digubone. Hmm. Well, there's no way I'll be able to hurt it without destroying it at that level. Hello! Hello! Coughing a lot is unfortunate. Hey! It all worked out in the end, I guess. Maybe I'll try using the Digubone. I don't know when Cubone and or Diglett evolves to figure out when, like, when Digubone would evolve. I don't know all of those numbers. I kind of hate that I start coughing so much just by eating any food. It's like, it's as if my body actively does not want to process food or something. Yeah, I think Diglett evolves pretty late, right? I don't remember when Cubone does, though. Ugh. Come to think of it, I also don't remember when Larvitar evolves. I think that's a bit late too, right? So I probably won't be able to evolve my starter too quickly. I think we only know the thing that got the coughing suffix. I don't think we've seen the coughing prefix Pokemon. Onyx is part coughing. So it was Onyx Fing. But that's the only coughing-related thing that is currently known, I believe. Level 20, you think? Alright, fair enough. Hooray, headbutt! Now we have access to maybe more weird things in trees? The red Weezing was in the other randomizer in Viridian Forest. It had like flamethrower and constantly destroyed all of my Pokemon and was dragon type, I believe. But yeah, that was the red randomizer. That was the other one. Who should have headbutt? Diglett's 26, Cubone's 28. Okay. So that would mean 27. Good to know. A lot of things evolve pretty late, I guess. Alright, let's see what's in trees here. I think the rules for what's in trees are like different in every route, maybe? I think usually in Gold and Silver it's like a handful of bug-type Pokemon, with Pineco being the interesting one, maybe? Okay, so Totodile will be like level 24-ish. That's fine. I think it's probably worth keeping Totodile around. There's gotta be more in these trees than just the Hoppip fusion. Surely there must, right? Hello! Headbutt mechanic is kinda... I mean... I don't know if there's like a huge... I don't know if you're talking about how it just... It's kind of tedious, like Izo just said, or if there's like a bunch of details about it that aren't readily obvious that make it terrible. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that sentence either, really. Come on. Oh, thank you for the follow. Okay, now there's like nothing in any trees ever? Suddenly? That's a little weird. Hollow Knight is a game I would consider trying if I was in the mood for a Metroidvania thing. But I haven't really been. And I've also had a lot of difficulty convincing myself to invest in games that I don't know 100% for sure that I will enjoy. Okay. Tyrogarak is in trees, I guess. Sure. I just know that there's like at least one Pokemon that is only in trees, so there should be something interesting maybe eventually. If I just keep mashing it. But it doesn't really seem like that's happening, does it? Oh, I forgot about the honey mechanics, jeez. The main thing I remember about Gen 4 is like... Oh, is Heracross also trees only? I was thinking Pineco. So maybe there's more than one tree only thing? Honey was worse, I'm pretty sure. But the main thing I remember about... The main thing I remember about Gen 4 was that, like, until Platinum, everything in the battle systems was just really slow to process. Like, health bars drained extremely slow. Yep, the concept of this randomizer is mixing Pokemon together, you are correct. It does it in a lot of different ways. You have like a primary Pokemon and a secondary Pokemon. The primary Pokemon is like the sprite and one of the types, and the secondary Pokemon is like the color palette and potentially another one of the types. And then like they have a combined move list and their stats are averaged together sort of, and stuff like that. I guess I'll just randomly headbutt trees that I pass by and hopefully eventually something will happen. But until then, I'll just I'll try not to spend too much time on trees. So far, this randomizer has been a lot more fun than the red randomizer that I also tried. Just because, like, you can sort of piece together what you're looking at and what you can expect from different Pokemon, and it's fun to see, like, what gets combined with other things. Where the red randomizer is just like, here's some random stuff. Wow. You have no idea what you're gonna see, and I guess that can be fun in different ways. Magneal? What's a Magneal? Well, it's Magnemite and a... What Pokemon ends with eel? Some seal, right, that's right. Okay. Yeah, combi sucks. I'll just, yeah, the only thing... It's not a problem with the randomizer, but, like, it's a problem for me trying to play the randomizer, I guess, is that I have trouble remembering all the Pokemon that exist, but it's still kind of fun trying to figure out what's what. So... Take that, Wayne. Yeah. They used a pretty similar looking palette, it seemed like. Ah! Okay! Now that's not what I was expecting at all! Auroros! Auroros? Hi! Okay, Are you gonna be rock normal, or flying normal, or... I don't know. Hey, that was my move. I was doing that. Oh, yeah, that's not much at all, is it? Let's try biting you. Well, this is the first one-stage evolution Pokemon that we've seen so far. So, that's interesting. Rage is a speedrun tactic? Really? Huh. I mean, you can get it pretty early and it can make your attack pretty high, I guess? I don't know exactly how it works. Oh boy. This is not gonna work well. You're gonna have a catch rate of like 2. Okay, that went better than I expected. Oh man, if you get like super mad and destroy all my Pokemon with your rage, that would be frustrating? A little? Okay. You can be as agile as you like, my friend. Of course it breaks free instantly after I weaken it more and paralyze it. That's how probability works. Like, it's just kind of silly. Hey, we did it. So, it turns out that an ancient prehistoric Pokemon combined with a random bull was in trees the whole time. Auroros. Is that how you would say that? Auroros? I don't know. That is really hard to pronounce. I'm gonna have to take a look at that once I get to a PC and see what stuff that Pokemon has got. Butterfrees don't exist anymore. Eh? I didn't realize. Okay. That must be Sweet Scent, right? I just randomly talk to you for no reason, but apparently you're a TM giving person. So that was convenient, I guess. What do we have on this road? Other than many trainers. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing that it doesn't mix the Pokédex entries, but I don't know how it would. They're probably not Ouroboros, yeah, exactly. The Pokédex, I don't know what they would do. Would they like have the first page for the first Pokemon and the second page for the second Pokemon or something like that? I guess they could do that. Oh, status effects don't... Oh, paralysis, burn, and poison don't boost catch rate? Okay. Only sleep, I'm guessing, then? And freeze? So they're supposed to boost catch rate, but they don't. Okay. Understood. Still, paralysis does kind of... Yeah, I know that a bunch of the Pokeballs are just broken. Paralysis does kind of help catch them, not in the sense that like it increases the catch rate, but it makes them slower and makes them retaliate less when you're throwing Pokeballs all over the place. So it's probably still worth it in the end. Just making Totoditar eat the whole world. Despite the amount of things that are good against... Oh man. The amount of things that are good against water and rock that we've seen so far is kinda... unfortunate. I forget... Can you explain the evolve by burn heal thing again? Because I don't remember what that's about. I know it's silly. I just don't remember how it works exactly. Let's see. So what Pokemon are on this road? If there's anything new. Oh, okay. The Moonball checks to see if Pokemon evolve by an item, and instead of, like, the Moonstone as it should be, it's Burn Heal. Okay. That's just silly. Looks like there's probably not a whole lot of new things on this road. I think that when they do Gen 8, they should just let you catch a Pokemon in one Pokeball and then swap it into a different one for aesthetic purposes if you want it. Like, why have they never... Well, they've never done that because they want to be obtuse and not do obvious things, I guess. I don't know. Heck yeah, teamwork in the chat. What a dramatic thing to say, Pokefan, whatever your name was. Oh, speaking of coughing, it's Kafugma! Kafugma! That's a pretty good name. I like it. Oh yeah, Love Ball's gay. I forgot about that too. I.e., the rate increases when the gender's the same. That is pretty good. Yeah, we got another reddish coughing. It looks a little more orange, but you know. That's just me being picky. So this is coughing and slugma, I imagine. Which means that it would evolve into Wheeze Cargo, perhaps? Slugma is one of those Pokemon that I sometimes forget which generation it's from, I think. Yeah, it's your boy Kofugma. Destruction in Pokemon form. Slugma is not Gen 3, because Slugma is here in this game. I saw a Slugma fused with something else earlier. And also, I mean, Kofugma, so... But that's what I meant. I keep thinking Slugma is Gen 3, for some reason. It just feels like a Gen 3 Pokemon? Oh, okay. I have trouble telling when people are being silly in text sometimes. Weedabra. And Radagon. Pretty excited for Radagon 2, eventually. And Larvigi. Okay. Yeah, I did see Abra in Smash Ultimate. Seems like a pretty fun Pokemon. I also noticed that on the Saffron City stage that they brought back, the Pokemon that pop out of the doors are still like N64 2D pixel graphics. So they didn't really update the visuals of that level, other than the lighting. Which is fine, because it's supposed to be all retro stuff. But that gives me hope that Porygon still yells about crackers in that level. Kakundabra. I also have no idea when Horsey evolves, so I don't really know when Nidorossi will evolve. I really hope that the Pokefloats are back. And I really want to see the Battlefield and Omega forms of Pokefloats as well. I'm kind of hoping that like the Omega one is just like you fight on top of a giant Snorlax and that's it. Although Snorlax is not perfectly flat. So that might not work. Hoodakid. Oh wait, you're already part electric, probably. So I can't Thundershock you, that's silly. Oh, whatever. Oh yeah, Avalug would also work. I think I thought of that yesterday, but then I forgot it until you said it also. Although, if they really did want to use Avalug, that would mean they'd have to actually, like, add new Pokemon to Pokefloats, probably. Okay, Final Destination but with the Ditto face is pretty funny also. I like that idea. I think these guards fight you if it's nighttime. That's a thing. But it's not, so they won't. Well, that's where the other half of Onyx went. I forget if we knew this. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. I don't know, a lot of the trainers look kind of angry in Gen 2. Take that, Todd. Stop re-releasing Skyrim. And Goldenrod. Hooray! Now we can take a look at some of the things in the PC. Grimer runs? That seems weird. I mean, I guess it's weird for the other two as well. I don't know. So what do we got? Poison Fire, Kofugma. I mean, I do have a fire type already. But Kofugma is pretty fun. And, Ouroboros, or whatever. Rock normal. Okay. I mean, you have good stats, but you don't really have any moves to use with them yet, I guess? I don't know... And, of course, Digubone. Does anyone have any particular opinions on which Pokemon I should use, in case anyone would like to influence my decisions? Because let's see... Kofugma's pretty fun, but I've already got Fire. I've already got a bunch of Rock. See, the issue here is that I have a lot of overlapping types, I guess. Like, Totoditar's Water Rock, Pidgeolava is... Fire Flying? Yeah? Okay. Maridude is Electric Rock. Nidororsi is Poison Water. So, like, 3 of my Pokemon are vulnerable to water. Well, no, they're not. But the point is I have a lot of shared weaknesses, like electricity defeats 3 of them. Ground defeats a few of them. 3 of them also, I think. I don't really want to keep using Jigaffi, because that's another electric type that is weak to the same things. So, what can we do about that? Like, go to the north route and see what's there? That's probably a good idea. Yeah, the egg's still not hatched. I'll just hold on to Jigaffi for now. It's going to hatch soon, apparently. According to the video game. Oh, what? Who are you? Eh? Oh. Okay. So I guess you get this now. But if the oh. So it's not like an actual... The mysterious ball. Does this mean that Celebi is available now? Is this key item the thing that makes Celebi available? I mean... Somebody tell me before I run all the way back to the forest and check myself. The reason why not is because the forest is a pain in the butt, and I don't want to do it again unnecessarily if I don't have to. But I guess I could. Spend all my money on Great Balls. Yeah, that's true also. I can just save. No, I shouldn't do that. Is there anything... Alright. Oh, this is the daycare, that's right. This will barely help. Because there are definitely more than 100 steps in the forest, I'm pretty sure. I think I just took a long way around. No, I didn't. Or, yeah, I did. Never mind. I added more steps than were necessary. I guess that repels almost enough to get there. Of course. Right in front of it, a random encounter. That is how things go. Well, nothing happens. Alright. Wait, you might have to use it? Like, can you use it? Oh. Dang it! That's not how things usually work, I think. Alright, here we go again. One more... Oh wait, can I get the bike now? I don't know if this qualifies as derp, because, like, how are you supposed to know that you need to use the thing? Key items never work like that in video games, ever. I forgot to use a repel. Take the GS ball to Kurt? Is that what you're supposed to do? Well, okay. Thank you for looking that up, because I had no idea how this works. I have never used... Oh, it'll take a day? Of course it'll take a day. This is Pokemon, what am I... Why would it ever be convenient? Speaking of broken Pokeballs... Well, alright. I guess we have to wait. Someone remind me next time I stream this that I did that. I probably won't have Fly yet, and I'll probably have advanced significantly further into the game, so I don't know. When do you get Fly? Anyone? Anyone remember that information? The island? Is there an island in Johto? God, I don't remember Gen 2 very well. Even though I did Vietnamese Crystal on my YouTube not too long ago. Oh right, Chuck is... Wait, no, wait. Chuck is Gen 2? God dang. My memory is awful. Oh, hello. Didn't know you were here, Cubona Riddle. This is why I didn't want to go through the forest again. Because it just does this. And I don't have... In Pokemon, you can never afford everything you need until you can rematch the Elite Four to infinity. And I would have liked to be able to afford repels in addition to however many Pokeballs you need to do things. I.e. a lot because it's RNG. I did fight you. Okay. So, right then. Also, I wish the running shoes existed, because I never liked using the bike for some reason. For one, it's like extra buttons to go through, and for two, it's like, to sometimes it goes too fast. Also the music thing, yeah, I don't like how it does that either. Oh, that'd be cool if it did like the Yoshi adding drums to the tracks for the bike, actually. You said I could ride it anywhere, but Professor Oak disagrees. Yeah, in the newer games I almost never use the bicycle, because you can just hold a run button and it goes fast enough for me. So, I don't understand the point, really. So let's see, what am I actually supposed to do here? I guess I should go north and see what there is. If I am allowed to do so. I only use the bike in newer games when I'm trying to hatch things. Typically. Pinecone. Of course. Oh. I forgot they could do that. Oh boy. Hooray! No experience for me. Thanks, Kim. Of course you couldn't win. You exploded your Pokemon. You dingus. Ah. Yeah, I know that pine cones explode normally, I just forgot. It's just a thing that I do. I forget things. Yep, Hoodakid. Once again. And Sunkhoot. Yeah, it is silly that pine cones explode, isn't it? And Zubdish. Thinking about it, I guess Zubdish would evolve into like Golum or something. And then that would then evolve into Proplume? They don't make it easy to get to the grass here. Oh, man. Behold the graceful ball dexterity. Okay, that's a phrase that you can say. Slowlit. I guess? Because you're gonna be part ground, so I can't electrocute you. Hello! Oh, you're level 2. I just noticed that part. Switching like it matters. Jeez. Macho dial. Oh wait, yeah, fighting resists dark, doesn't it? Crap. I don't have anything I can do against that, really. Well, I guess I can use flying. Hooray! What else do you have? Mega Duo! Right, that's this one. And... Elecanat? Elekid and Venonat? No. Wait, yeah, that's what it is. So... Poison Electric. This is a new one we haven't seen yet. That is a... I like that palette, I think, for Elekid. Wait, why isn't that super effective? Oh right, this bug resist ground and you're like electric bug? One day I'll actually know how the Pokemon type matchups work. But that day is not today. I don't think when you ask someone for their phone number and then they say no, I don't think the first thing you should say is, "I'm not dangerous." Smeactyl! Okay, sure. So that's where the other half of Aerodactyl went. Smeactyl. I don't think I really want this Pokemon. Oh. Okay, so you're a rock and normal. And you have wing attack. And I have to beat you up because you won't let me leave. If I remember right, in the recently leaked Gold and Silver beta, Smeargle's Sketch was bugged so that it replaced your move with Sketch instead of learning whatever move you just did. So Smeargle's would just like erase your ability to fight. Forever? I guess I should put something faster in front, huh? I mean, obviously you're dead, so... Now we have to wonder where the other half of Smeargle went. Metapachu. Okay. We've already... I don't think we've actually seen Katerichu in the wild, just from trainers. The return of Iglereep. I've already got one. Looks like there might not be a whole lot around here, I guess. Voltonida. Okay. So Voltorb and Ponyta. So... Electrodash? No, that's too many letters. Electrodash? Well, you're super weak to ground. That wasn't a bug Pokemon at all. So what's over here? I forget. I mean... Oh, this is a different route. Right, we've been here before. I believe. Haven't we? No, we have not. Poliwhirlian. Alright. Poliwhirlian, actually, I guess? You should be fire water still. I mean, of course you have a water attack. Of course it kills me instantly, unlike the Thunder Shock, which barely did anything to you. Of course. Of course, the sleep clause doesn't work in single player. This Pokemon is the biggest jerk in the universe. Yeah, I didn't expect all of that from a fusion of those two Pokemon. Hey, Alan, go explode somewhere. Anything here? Whoa! Jan Malter. Okay. I forgot that Yanma existed entirely. Don't really want it. Taking that advice of healing by depositing right now. I'm still kind of annoyed that they never made Mega Yanmega, just because that's fun to say. But I guess Mega Evolutions aren't the in thing anymore. Now it's Z moves, unless they make something different again. Z moves in Alolan forms, but they're not going to be back in Alola, so there aren't going to be more of those probably, and if they have like a new form thing, they will just probably use Kanto Pokemon again. 'Cause that's Game Freak. Anything else around here? Oh. Abribuff. So that's where the other half of Jigglypuff went. So we'd have Abribuff, Kadabripuff, and Alicatuff. Actually, that might be a good Pokemon to actually like try to catch and use for actually real. Because I mean, I don't have a Psychic type or anything. I forgot how trade evolutions work in the Randofuser. I don't know if they fixed that. By fixed, I mean I don't know if they made it feasible to evolve things without having to trade them, because how are you gonna trade in a ROM? I'm sure that information is in the README or something somewhere, I just don't remember it. Although, I don't know, that Pokemon's probably not very good. Oh, the bug catching contest is on today. Probably none of them are bugs. Who would be the best Pokemon to use for this? Jigaffy's probably an alright choice, actually. Alright, let's catch the strongest quote-unquote bug Pokemon. I guess. Whatever that will be. There's this Sluganub. You can spell bug with the letters in that. I gotta see what else there is, though. Vandler. We've seen you before. Yeah, I don't remember how this is scored, like, originally. I definitely don't know how it's scored at this point. Ah! Poliwizard. Holy crap, that is an amazing Pokemon name. That is the best Pokemon name that I have seen today. Poliwizard. Poliwizard. Okay. I want this one. Oh, come on. Must you? I'm gonna end up dying. I'm not gonna be able to get this. Oh, crap. And I'm not allowed to use anything other than just Pokeballs. Park balls, rather. If I could whistle, I would be whistling innocently. But I can't whistle, so just pretend that I am. This Pokemon is important, and we need to have it. This is gonna take more than the 20 minutes that were allotted just to RNG this. I don't have any of this stuff on, like, wait, let's see. Hope that... I found the hotkey. I hope it's not a hotkey for anything on anything else that I have open. So, how's everyone's day? I have to do this because otherwise I'll burn to death and be disqualified. Wow, that sounds American or something. If you burn to death, you will be disqualified from the contest, and you will not be eligible for any prizes. Yay! Victory! Okay, now where's the person that you talked to end the contest early? Because I'm pretty sure that's a feature. I can't see what else there is. I'm burning to death. It's not safe. I'm sorry. I can't use... I don't have burn heal. There's a Resident Evil joke here. Well, I guess this text is replaced, so you can see that there's a Venoneko. Venoneko. And a Pinsatine. Hey! I did take that much. You only have one Pokemon in the bug catching contest. You don't have the whole team. If I had the whole team, it would be fine. But hey, I won! Yeah, they take away all of your Pokemon except for the one. That's why it was like, do you want to use... That's why he was like, uh-oh, you have more than one Pokemon. There was like a whole big dialogue about it. Anyway, I'm definitely using Poliwizard forever. That's okay. I'm sorry for yeah. So let's see. Who do I... Well. Water Fire. She's a lady. She's got water and fire and hypnosis. Well, of course it can't evolve. It's already evolved all the way. It's not really a downside. It's just how it is. I know it's not the right spelling, but I just keep thinking of poly as in polyamory with this poly wizard. Although that's not something that should be used just either because like it could mean Polynesian, and that's a word that they use, and that's something I learned recently. Polyamorous should be abbreviated to polyam, is what I have learned. Cut the grass. Oh yeah, you can do that. I don't know if you can cut this kind of grass. Oh, you can trim it into, like, lesser grass. I didn't know that. That's kind of adorable, in a weird way. I think if you cut normal grass, it just, like, doesn't exist anymore. I might want to replace my Pidgey so I don't have another fire type? I don't know. So if I cut regular grass... Oh right, there's trainers. Hmm? Ah! Lisa! Why do you say such nice things to me in public, where I can make noises for everyone to listen to? Or something. Jeez. Charurpy? That's a new one. That's where the other half of that is a Super Game Boy palette right there. I recognize it. That is the worst palette for Charmander ever. But also, I'm like 90% sure that that's a Super Game Boy color scheme that you can have. I just say it's the worst because like the red dots around it make it look awkward. I'm not a fan. Well, Charfree is probably pretty good though. Why does literally everybody I decide to talk to want my phone number? Yeesh. Charm Pod. Yeah, that's probably good too. Right. So there's a separate... Okay. Yeah, that's how that works. Let's see if there's anything else around here. I assume that the Pokemon you can find are different from during the bug catching contest, maybe? Eh, maybe they're similar, I don't know. Still excited for seeing Grandoom later. Okay, you're normal dark, not normal fire. That's good. For the sake of variety, if I actually ever get to use one. Smog's animation is like 3 years long for some reason. And it can poison. You definitely can't beat me in pride. I've got like the Twitter border on my Twitter icon and everything. It's all glowy and stuff. Anyway, I need to be right back. So please hold. I believe I have... Ta-da! I will return shortly, hopefully. Okay, I have returned. So, boop, and I think we should be good. I am going to be stuck thinking about Polywizard all day. Cause like, one, this is a cool color scheme. Two, like, the name and everything else is just making me imagine like a super buff wizard lady with fire and water powers. Which sounds pretty super awesome, honestly. Anyway, what else is around here? Oh, absolutely. Polywizard is getting screenshot the heck out of eventually. She's gonna be in my team the whole game. I've already decided this. There are so many, like, last-type trainers that accuse you of staring at them. Also, that's a cool name. I've never seen that spelling before. Would you still pronounce that Chris? Crise? I don't know. Parasiduck. No! Why must you make things difficult? Crabtata. We have not seen this one before. Sounds like Krabby and Rattata. Purple's pretty good for Krabby, I think. So that would mean... Kinglicate? Kinglicate? Something like that? I don't know, that's pretty fun. I'm going to eat crab. Oh yeah, Vice Grip. I always forget that move exists. It sounds way more cool than it is. Dang it, paralysis. So let's see, what else is there for me to do here? Pretty sure someone gives you a quick claw down this way. That's not a real Pokemon anymore. Also, yeah, the music in this area is really nice. It was an appropriate place to put the stream on hold for a minute. That's true. That is a very, very large bench. Although it's, well, I guess it's 2 benches, but... I don't know. Hey! It's egg time! It's... oh. I was hoping for something different. We've seen tons of Togepagpies in the wild already. Disappointing! Well, I guess it frees up a party slot. Get in that computer and never come out. So, let's see. How many Pokemon do we have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we should hold like 8 more before we have to switch a box, and you have to do that manually in this. Actually, wait. Well, you can't fight for yourself at all. I mean, obviously. Wait, how do you get Bill's phone number? Probably don't get that until later. More places I haven't been. Maybe don't practice your fire breathing in an area full of... Oh! Oh, okay! Umbracuno! Okay? Sure! That's like the shiny Umbreon color scheme, isn't it? Like, just right there? Like, bam? Like, hello? Yeah? Maybe? I want that Pokemon in my party right now. But I can't. So your stats are gonna be astronomical compared to mine. Don't kill me, please. Oh. Right, I guess you don't have much attack stuff. You should be like super weak to fighting, you know? Yeah. So that Umbreon fusion accidentally just has the color scheme of a shiny Umbreon. I hope I find them later as well. And Muckatic. That's right, we saw Grimogapi yesterday. So now we have Muckatic. That's a good color scheme for Muck, too. Oh boy. So, let's see. What can I do against you that will kill you faster? You're just gonna keep hardening. Wait, oh, you're part flying, because Togetic. But of course you have Disable and ruin my fun. Oh no! Not Metronome! Oh no! Not milk! Where'd you get that from? Put that... Stop that. It keeps happening. Now this pile of sludge is spinning around rapidly while drinking milk. Probably, well, like... I don't know. Now I'm imagining a pile of sludge rapidly spinning in place while drinking milk and, like, doing the metal horns with its free hand. It's like 90s cool kid style. Like it's cool to drink milk or something. I don't know where I'm going with this. Metronome is incredible. Is the lesson here. Oh right, you're that person who says you're not dangerous. Okay, so where else can I guess I'm probably supposed to just actually do stuff in Goldenrod at this point. Well, there's Dunsparce and Corsola. Dunsola. Not the most useful Pokemon in the world. Nice color though. Yeah, I figured like the next thing to do was probably just the gym. Oh dear. So I think you're probably part water. Because otherwise double kick would have been extra. Oh, you have Harden and Defense Curl. Sure. I'm just gonna keep kicking you if that's fine, though. I mean, I guess you're not dead. But you will be soon. Come on, Abrebuff, learn an attack. There you go. It's just pound, but better than nothing. What do you have? Geodopip. That's fun to say. Geodopip. So there's the other half of Hoppip. So you're rock and grass. Which means that like you resist a whole lot that would those two cover each other's weaknesses really well, I think. Don't remember everything about the type charts, so here we go again. Alright. Okay, yeah, you're still weak to fighting. I kinda like that color for Geodude. Geodopip, rather. Yeah, I guess it'd probably be Graveloom and... wait, Graveloom and Goluf or something? In the Pokédex, they list their new names and they have their new sprites, but they have the old Dex entries. And Marrowdude. So this guy and his girlfriend just have Pokemon that spam Defense Curl. Just by coincidence, I guess. Alright. That's a good question. Does it show you where to catch them? I did not think to check that. Let's see. Looks that way, yeah. So That means that, let's see. I think Umbreon's probably late in the dex, right? This is where Umbracuno is. So that's, I don't know how the map works, honestly. I don't know where I am on this map. I don't have a town map either. Maybe in Slowpoke Well. Maybe you have to surf to get them or something? Because I'm pretty sure that... Oh, I thought they had town maps in Pokemon Centers. Guess not in this gen. So I missed the town map app, basically. Ah, thank you for the follow. I guess I'll do the gym though, because I get the feeling that Umbracuno is not accessible with my current abilities. Unless they're just super rare. It's probably fishing or surfing or something. But Umbracuno is an important friend that we need to have later. Oh right, you're ground and water, not rock and water. I misremembered. Whatever. A Cannonite. So that's where so that's Ekans and Ammonite. All right, a Cannonite. Difficult to say, a little bit. not a big fan of the palette. So you would probably like rock poison or poison water or something. Which means... I probably should use magnitude. Also, I think you'd probably evolve into like Arbokastar or something, which is pretty fun to say. That's a good one. And Iglereep. Alright. Magnitude has a lot of PP. I guess because it's supposed to be kind of unreliable. RNG, critical hit and paralyze, making you go to the Pokemon Center immediately. Thanks, Beauty Victoria. Oh, I guess we never got to see what the Helix fossil was in the red randomizer. That could have been funny. But that would have taken a long time to get to. Also, I just realized I haven't actually used the bike yet, even though I got it. I wonder what terrifying things Whitney's going to end up having. Benoni Nico. Please don't explode, cause you're part pinecone. God dang it to heck. Exagaru. I forgot about us seeing that one. Bold move to use self-destruct as your very first action in a Pokemon battle. Spinning eggs. Oh right, I don't know why I thought that would work. Watery eggs. Ugh. You don't have a Meowth, and Meowth doesn't exist. You silly lady. I don't want to walk back to the Pokemon Center again. Wah. By the way, this gym is shaped like a Clefairy, in case you forgot that. Let's see what your Pokemon's cute looks R, because you might have something ridiculous instead. Yeah, alright, I can accept Magnemite being cute. That's fine. So, let's see. Oh no, the return of Sonic Boom. Oh boy, here we go. I'm not gonna be allowed to play the game. Oh, I guess maybe it will work because I complained. I guess Magneul would evolve into like Magnagong, which is kind of amazing. I guess that is a good question. Why does a magnet attack with sound waves? Probably best not to ponder it too much. And you are also claiming your Pokemon are strong and cute, so let's see what you've got. Seal Ladybah. That's where the other half of Seal went, and the other half of Ladybah. And it rolls off the tongue pretty well. Seal Ladybah. There's so much that's weak to water, and there's so much water. It's rather unfortunate. Dang it. Are you part bug? Yes, you are. Here we go again! Once more into the breach. But thankfully, I guess complaining works still. Pidgeotto! Hey, that's my Pokemon. Yeah, the game's not being super nice with status effects. That is true. I was expecting to get burned with that ember. I can't remember what the second stage of the Totodile line is actually called. I know it's Totodile at the start and then Feraligatr at the end, but I don't remember the name of the middle one. For some reason. Wait, actually... Croconaw? Okay. That's what it was. Eh. What's your last one? Clefaisaur. Oh... Well, it's not as far through the line as Bugsy's. It's the middle one. Please die immediately. Oh, that's not immediate enough. Oh, here we go. Okay, that does 1 damage. So maybe I can afford to take a nap here. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Only 2 times? Double Slap's supposed to hit like 15,000 times and kill me. I'm disappointed. That's not true. I'm not disappointed. Alright. I don't really want to walk all the way back to the Pokemon Center yet. So let's just throw a heal and save and see what Whitney's got. She won't have her terrifying Miltank of infamy, but she probably will have something awful. Hi, Whitney. So you just got into Pokemon because it was trendy and then you somehow became a gym leader, I guess? Okay. So what do you got? What do you got? Chinabuto. Chinchou Kabuto. Interesting. It just looks like a Chinchou that's covered in mud or something. Yeah, that Miltank could be Mugia, that's true. Let's see. So you should be some combination of water, electric, rock. Okay. That's the RNG. It doesn't like me very much. Well, I don't know. Okay, you are part water. Okay, you have Confuse. Rest in Poliwizards, everyone. Let's try something different. Nope. Buff Girl's punching herself. Oh boy. Eat that, jerk. Now just for the now I'm going to be punching myself the entire time you're asleep and then you'll wake up in 2 turns. Because that's how this game works. Probably. Also, I bet Whitney has healing items. Whitney's going to use the healing oh, maybe not. Okay. Maybe I will get through your first Pokemon. What is your terrifying second Pokemon? Houndiking. So that's okay, what do we have? That's Houndoom and what ends with King? That's 2 stages. Or it ends with a King. Oh, it's Seaking, right? Okay, so this is Houndoom and Seaking. Okay. So you're fire, water, or dark water, or something. Rest in peace. Are you part dark? Why do you have supersonic also? Please go die in a... Well, you're probably resistant to fire. Well, of course you have supersonic also because you're part seeking, but, you know, it's a rhetorical question. Your bite does a bajillion damage and flinches. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. So I think there's going to be a trend of gym leaders having an impossible wall or something. Seeking gets that move because screw you. I think that's probably it. Okay, you're dark water. You're not part fire at all. Now we know. And you're faster than all of my Pokemon. Houndoom is that fast? And or Seeking? Eh? Yeah, I don't have anything. Alright. So what can we do about this? None of my Pokemon can survive because it does a lot of damage. Well, yeah, I mean, I can't evolve anything. What TMs do I have? Nothing super amazing. Could use Mud Slap? Nothing's faster than Houndoom. Guess I need to level! What's this again? Oh, it's the game corner. Wait, hold on. Wait, I probably need a coin case for that. Never mind. I don't know. Where do you get a coin case? I just want to see what weird Pokemon prizes exist. Poliwizard is fully evolved, but she's only got Ember and Water Gun. So Houndoom resists everything she has. Oh, thunder outside. Okay, you can't use that in the underground. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Wait, can you switch while you're wrapped? Probably not, right? Oh, maybe you can? Oh, yeah, you can't. Okay. This is a silly fight. Come on. A Tapachu. I don't know if you could hear me smacking my forehead in disgust repeatedly, but I did. Of course I'm fully paralyzed 3 times in a row. That's just how the video game crumbles. It was louder than my voice? I'm sorry. I'm just quiet, except for when I hurt myself, I guess? Wow, that's dire. I don't like that. Yeah, you grumble. My Pokemon just got a haircut! Extremely evil sounding music, question mark. No, you didn't do anything. Don't... Ivysaur. What, Ivysaur... Bulbasaur and Clefairy got fused both ways? So I guess this means there's a Venafable somewhere. Yeah, get on fire. How do you give a haircut to an Ivysaur? Yeah, I'll demonstrate your point. Take that. Oh, there's the coin case. It's just lying in the ground. Alright. Are you the haircuts person? Oh, you're the herbal medicine that Pokemon don't like person? Give the buff wizard lady a haircut. Heck yeah. I often forget type alignments, thanks for asking. You have a lot of things. Okay. My forehead stings from slapping myself on it. I'm very smart and good at life. I feel compelled to continue apologizing for being so quiet, though. I don't know why. Geodopip is here again. Well, I'm glad that you think my voice is soothing. I still have trouble keeping track of whether or not I'm doing a voice with my voice. Though I mean, I guess eventually it won't be doing a voice, it'll just be my voice. Maybe that's already true? I don't even know. No, this might not have been a good idea. Oh. I think the voice that I've been doing is... Oh look, it's Snake Rats. I think the voice that I've been doing, i.e. this one, is generally pretty good. I believe I've been told that it sounds like someone's coworker. So it's like a voice that is real and out there elsewhere, and not just one that I'm pulling out of my vocal cords. That's reassuring to think about. Also, everyone keeps saying it's cute, so I mean, there's that too. What are you wrapping around me? Excuse me, you are a star-shaped object? How are you doing that? Like, I think the Poliwag menu sprite is used for a couple other things. Like, I want to say it might be used for like Wooper or something, maybe? I don't know if that's true. Abribuff is evolving! Time for Kadabrapuff, or whatever. Oh, that is the color scheme. Your Abripuff evolved into Kadabripuff, also Trans Pride. Hell yes. Oh, it's Kadabipuff, not Kadabripuff. Okay. Kadabipuff. Da 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 da. Kadabipuff. Da 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 da. Okay. I hope the Wigglytuff sprite has blue on it so that they can continue to be Trans Pride after evolving again. Hell yeah. Although it is a little bit funny that as soon as they evolve into Trans Pride colors, they learn Confusion. They have the ability now to inflict confusion on people who don't understand gender, I guess. I'm not a big fan of that confusion thing. I disabled happiness evolution. I don't know how this randomizer handles trade evolution. I keep forgetting if that's even a thing that the README mentions. I don't remember what this door is for, like, future Team Rocket shenanigans, isn't it? Yeah, but Kadabipuff is not gonna help against Whitney's terrible dog at all. So that's a little unfortunate. I want to see what the prizes are, if they are look-atable. Those are TMs. Abripuff, Cubonaril, and Wabascon. So we've got Wobbuffet Kangaskhan in here. Huh. Wabascon. Okay. Alright. Sure. Wabascon. That could be interesting. I will want to go over the readme again later, yeah. I've read it before, I just don't remember it. Wabascon. Actually, hold on. Don't you say what the things are for? No, you don't. So there is a TM place. But what TMs do they have? Wait, they have the elemental punches here? And headbutt? Huh. Interesting. But none of these... wait. Maybe. I'm doubting that this will be usable on anyone who can't already do electric. Wait. Actually... can't Abra learn all the elemental punches? Heck yeah. And they're not physical in this generation. That might help, although I don't think Kadabi Puff will live long enough. I'm gonna keep teleport for now in case I want the utility of having an escape rope without buying escape ropes. I don't know. I probably really don't need that. I'll probably replace it later with something. Is there anything else I can do to... Is there anywhere else I can go right now that I haven't been yet and fight trainers? Maybe there are some trainers who I missed. In 18 minutes or so, it'll be nighttime and the guards will fight me. I think. I might not have fought everyone in here. Yeah, that might work out. I'll have to try it, at least. Can you see me from here? Oh, yeah, you're someone I fought. How about you? That sounds bad! Don't do that. We adore our Pokemon even if they dislike us? That... Scythekern. Huh? Oh right, Sizor. Okay. Scythekern. That is a color. So you should be Grass Bug? Ah, what? Ah, jeez. Okay. I'm not dead though. And you can't accidentally Acid Rain with Pursuit in this one. I still can't believe I caused the Acid Rain glitch on accident, or I and someone I was playing the game with in that generation caused the Acid Rain glitch by accident. Because of course she was like the one person who would actually use Pursuit on me. I don't think there's really anywhere else I can go to get experience other than just grinding on wild Pokemon, so I guess I'll just give Whitney another shot. The problem is that Houndoom outspeeds everything, and then does a lot of damage and has a thing that flinches me. So I basically have to get lucky, I think. That's true too, you have to get lucky with Whitney normally. Thank you for not using Supersonic and confusing me, I guess. That's what I expected you to do. Right then, here we go. Let's see, what can we do? Bite's gonna kill me in one hit, and I'm not going to be able to go first. But it was worth a shot. Might as well get everyone out of the way now. I did get Quick Claw, but I don't think it's actually done anything yet. I can try lowering accuracy, but last time I did that, they hit me anyway. And this happens too. And flinching! Flinch and confuse at the same time. Rest in peace, once again. Quick Claw is on Marowdude here right now. Okay, you can choose to miss. That's cool. I thought you'd probably just use like Water Gun or something. A critical hit! Woo! That's my reaction to you, video game. Good grief. And now you resist everything. I have a revive, right? Quick, use your level 1 wizard spell Color Spray to reduce the enemies, to give the enemy a penalty to hit rolls or whatever the hell that did. Yep, naturally. Now let's see if all that smokescreen actually did anything. Of course it didn't! Why would it have done anything? A critical hit! Woo! What is wrong with you, video game? My voice is getting stupid because I'm trying to make it stupid on purpose, I guess. Video games. Video games. RNG in video games. Lowered accuracy like 80%, got a crit, and killed me. There was one time when I was playing a match against a real person, and I was winning, and then they got like 5 to 7 flinches or crits, or crits. Sometimes they did both in a row, and I lost. Pokemon is a good video game, isn't it? Alright. I'll try again, of course. And this is my plan. I'll keep an E-Tank safe in reserve for as long as I can't. Wait, no. I can't defeat Whitney. Pokemon is never gonna fix anything. Here's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to paralyze you immediately, and then hopefully I can whittle you down with the combined efforts of everybody. Except, of course, I'm going to hit myself. Or miss. Oh, well, I guess I can paralyze you at least. How about I get a critical hit? That would be cool. Can that happen? That wasn't even a critical. Okay. So it's not like I would have survived anyway. Hey, there's a critical on my side. Rest in peace, Marrow Dude, though. Let's see. Thunder punch this dog in the gut right now. Eat shit, Whitney. Okay. No, I don't want Disable. It's a cool move, but it's not actually good enough. You think I'm mean, Whitney. You're calling me a child, huh? That's right, Whitney throws a tantrum when you win. And doesn't give you the badge. Worst gym leader out of 10. Plain badge. Oh, alright, strength. When do you even get strength? Yeah, I won because mostly of luck. Alright, it attracts. Can I use Thunder Punch on Whitney's face, please? I would appreciate that. I mean, it's not really her fault. And I shouldn't resort to violence against people, except for certain people, like the entire US government. Anyway, I think that's probably enough. I'm gonna stop for today. Someone remind me next time to go get Celebi or whatever. Although they will be at level 30, so I don't know if I can actually manage. It'll be worth looking into. But yeah, I need to stop because I need to like feed the corgis also. And also Whitney is a good finishing point for a stream. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Apologies if I blew out your ears by raising my voice or smacking my forehead. Next time, whatever is next, I suppose. Bye! Thank you.